Welcome to the Awesome. I'm Big Ro and this is Marvel Strike Force. So I've had a lot of people asking me how I 3-starred the Tier 10 Ability Match Challenge. I did it a while back. It took a whole lot of tries to get the RNG just right, but I ran through it again, and I'm going to show you how I did. The team when I did it was like 190k, 200k, so it was much lower. Starlord got a huge upgrade when I got him at 5 red stars. But you can still do it when he's much lower. I think he was like 30, 40k tops then when I did it. So here's how you do it. He's mostly going to be blinding, so he doesn't need to be really beefy. Alright. The main strategy is we're going to blind as much as possible with Starlord to feed Quake so she can Earthquake as much as possible. So we're going to blind Quake, ability block Fury. Then we're going to Earthquake right away. And that gets offense down on them all. You want to keep that up as much as possible so you can survive much easier. I'm going to basic with Crossbones and then get the taunt up on Thanos. Your Thanos does need to be high enough to survive this first round here when he has taunt up. So he does need to be high enough to survive that. But after that he's going to be ulting as much as possible. Alright, now Fury is low enough, you want to take him out. If not, then you can take out Quake first, because you don't want her getting her Earthquake off, because you will most likely lose then. Alright, we're going to do the buff strip with Vision to get that dodge off of Wasp. Then we're going to slow ult with Thanos. And then detonate. You want to save that until the second wave drops down to make sure they get hit with it. Now we're going to blind again. We could try to basic and take out Wasp, but she might dodge, so it's safer just to blind again. Feed more energy to Quake. Basic with Vision on her. And then slow again and she's gone. So now we're in very good shape. Only 4 of them left. Now we're not going to ult with Thanos, we want to get that taunt back up, plus he wouldn't heal because everyone has the evades up. Going to ultimate on him. And then Earthquake again. And blind once again. Now we're going to use ability block on Jessica Jones so it hits the operative. Make sure she doesn't stealth and heal, because that can mess you up if she keeps doing that. So then we're going to do Quake special on her. And then we can finish her off with the basic from Starlord. Don't need to blind anymore. Ult again from Thanos. Keep him nice and healthy. And then we're going to ult security and then finish her off. As you saw, Thanos still almost died, that's why he needs to be high enough. So basic strategy is blind as much as possible with Starlord to keep feeding that energy to Quake so she can Earthquake as much as possible for the AoE damage and the offense down. And then have Thanos only feed himself so he can keep taunting and ult as much as possible to stay alive. Alright, we'll look at the team real quick I did it with. We got Starlord. Like I said before, when I did it, he was much lower. He was only 2 red and 7 yellow still. So he's around 30 something, 40k tops. Like I said, he's going to mostly be blinding. That is the big thing that he does in there. So actually, if your Quake and Crossbones are better than mine, then it might even be easier than if your Starlord isn't as high as mine. Alright, then we got Crossbones, tier 11, level 70, 3 red, 7 yellow. I think he might have even been at 2 red when I did it. If you have more red stars, then it might be easier. You'll wipe out more of them. But especially on Quake, if you have more than I have, it'll be a lot easier since she's earthquaking so much. We'll look at Thanos, tier 11, 68, 6 yellow, 3 red. Like I said, he does need to be tough enough to last that first round when he's taking all those hits. Then you saw at the end he almost died too. I think he's around 145k health on mine, so you need to get him up around there. Vision tier 11, 70, 6 yellow, 3 red. It's very important that he ability blocks Fury on that first turn so he doesn't give the defense up to everyone, and then he can do the buff strip. That's also very useful. And then finally Quake, tier 12, 68, 7 yellow, 2 red. You don't need to have her at tier 12, especially if you have more red stars. You do want to make sure the Earthquake is at 6 at least, so you can get those 5 offense down. Alright, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my 339 days played roster tour that I just released the other day. It shows my whole roster. And until next time, stay tuned and stay awesome.